I finally got revenge on my toxic ex. Here's how it went down. Hey Reddit, I've been lurking here for a while but never posted. Today, I want to share something personal. A long, slow story of finally getting revenge on someone who really hurt me. I'm sharing this because sometimes closure comes not from forgiveness, but from standing up for yourself in a way that changes everything. 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with someone who I thought was the one. Let's call him Jake. At first, Jake seemed perfect, charming, funny, and supportive. But that image didn't last long. As time went on, he became controlling, manipulative, and downright cruel. He'd gaslight me about small things, make me feel like I was losing my mind, and isolate me from my friends. I tried to leave several times, but he'd always find a way to convince me to stay, sometimes with apologies, sometimes with threats. It was exhausting. I was depressed, anxious, and constantly walking on eggshells. Finally, I managed to break free. Breaking up with Jake was hell. He spread lies about me to everyone, my workplace, my friends, even family. I lost several friends who believed his side. I was left feeling alone and betrayed. But instead of feeling sorry for myself, I decided to rebuild my life and focus on healing. I started therapy, reconnected with old friends, and found a new job. Now here's the juicy part, the revenge. I wanted Jake to feel the same pain he caused me, but without stooping to his level. I wanted justice, not petty payback. 1. Expose the lies. Jake had been telling everyone I cheated on him and was unstable. I collected messages, screenshots, and proof that showed he was the one manipulating the relationship. I anonymously sent this evidence to the people he lied to. 2. Professional hit. Jake worked at a tech startup. Using some connections I made in my new job, I discreetly informed his HR about his toxic behavior, including harassment and bullying he did to other coworkers. HR launched an investigation, and Jake was put on probation. 3. Reclaiming my story. I started a blog sharing my experiences anonymously. The blog gained traction, and many people started opening up about similar toxic relationships. This helped me heal and helped others too. One day, Jake reached out, asking why everyone had turned against him. He looked desperate and confused. I didn't reply. A week later, his probation was extended and he got demoted. Meanwhile, my life was better than ever. I was stronger, happier, and surrounded by people who actually cared. Getting revenge didn't come from anger or bitterness. It came from strength, patience, and smart moves. I hope my story shows that sometimes you don't need to fight fire with fire. You just need to be the better person and let truth be your weapon. Thanks for reading. If you've ever been in a similar situation or want to share your own story, please comment below. I'll try to respond to everyone. Comments and OP answers. Comment 1. Wow, this is amazing! How did you get those connections at Jake's workplace? OP. Thanks. I moved to a new city and started a job in a related tech field. Through LinkedIn and a few networking events, I met people who worked there. I was careful not to reveal too much, just enough to alert HR anonymously. Comment 2. Did you ever think about just forgiving him and moving on? OP. I did. Forgiveness is powerful, but sometimes you need to protect yourself first. Forgiving without closure felt impossible. Getting that justice helped me move on. Comment 3. Isn't there a risk that Jake would retaliate? OP. Absolutely, I was cautious. That's why I never confronted him directly and kept everything anonymous. Plus, by the time HR got involved, he was already on thin ice. Comment 4. How long did it take for you to heal after the breakup? OP. Honestly, it took about a year. Therapy helped a lot, and reconnecting with friends gave me strength. The revenge plan took place mostly during the second year. Comment 5. What advice would you give to someone stuck in a similar toxic relationship? OP. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, therapy, friends, or support groups, and always remember your worth. No one deserves to be controlled or belittled.